Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. First of all, I pay homage to Buddha, the Dhamma and the Sangha, and my humble salutation at the lotus feet of Bhante and Kassapa Bhante, and here present respected Panyaloka Bhante and all other Bhikkhu Sangha, and my dear Samanira and Anagarika, and lots of blessings to faithful Upasaka and Upasika who are watching online and who are present here. So today I'm going to tell about the Upekkha Parami. It is the last one of the 10 Parami. There are 10 Parami, so this Upekkha Parami is the last one, and that is Upekkha. So Upekkha means equanimity, equilibrium, or neutrality. To maintain the neutrality status of mind in every situation, and to maintain an attitude of equanimity in both of the situation, whether it is good or bad, pleasant or unpleasant. So before telling about this Upekkha, I would like to tell a little bit about how the Bodhisattva determine and reflect and contemplate on the Parami. How means after getting the blessings from the Dipankara Bhagavan Buddha, prophecy by the Dipankara Bhagavan Buddha. By the time he got blessing from Dipankara Bhagavan Buddha, he already fulfilled the 10 perfection one time. So after getting blessing and prophecy, he contemplate, because to attain the Samma Sambuddha, one has to fulfill the 10 paramis 3 times, that is 30 times. So he contemplate means how I should fulfill the 2 more times that this 10 paramis. So first he contemplate about the dana paramis and how I should fulfill the dana paramis, the perfection of generosity. So he contemplate with an example of the water pots, like up and down water pots, the water pours down, but it does not take back even a single drop of water. Likewise, means he, Sumedha Panta, he remind himself that likewise, like that, I also should fulfill the perfection of generosity without attachment, without craving. After that, he contemplated again about the Shila Parami. Just as a yak, it preserve and protect its tail in the course of its life itself. Like that, you should protect your Shila at the cost of your life. Dana Shila Nikama. After that, he contemplate again and recollect about the Nikkhamma Parami, that is renunciation. A prisoner who lived in a prison for a long time, after free from the prison, he didn't attach or long for a jail and to live more there. Likewise, you should seek an emancipation from this samsara. Even if you get the happiness, peace and happiness and pleasant states, after that he again contemplate about the Panya Parami, Panya, the perfection of wisdom. So, just as a monk goes for alms round and they collect the foods without without discrimination, one by one. Likewise, you should acquire the knowledge from every source you get. Without distinction, and you must gather knowledge and wisdom from every source, regardless of their status, whether small or young or older or boys or who are bad or good, regardless of their status, and you must collect the knowledge and acquire and gather. Like that, he remind himself. And after that, Virya Parami, he contemplate about Virya Parami, how he should fulfill the perfection of Virya. So, they're just as a lion, stay forceful and vigorous in every situation, in every circumstances. Likewise, you must remain immovable and firm and strong in every situation, whether you get respect and disrespect or blame or name, fame. In every circumstances, you must remain steadfast and forceful and very energetic in this life and in future existence also, until unless you attain the supremely enlightened man. And after that, again, he contemplate about the Khanti Parami, the perfection of patience. Just as in earth we throw pure things and impure, clean and dust, whatever we throw on earth, it does not react. Likewise, you should remind, you should stay with the praise and blame. After that, again, he contemplate about the Satya Parami, the perfection of truthfulness. Just as a brilliant planets never deviate or distract from its path in every situation, in every season. Likewise, you should not deviate or distract from your path of truthfulness. And after that, again, he contemplate about the Adithana Parami, how he should fulfill. And just as a mountain, despite of the fires, winds, and blowing from all direction, and remain immovable and never shaken. Likewise, in every situation, every condition, every circumstances, you must be immovable. Even if the lightning struck in your head, you must be firm determination, and you must fulfill the perfection of the determination, adithana. And after that, again, he contemplate about the metta parami, how he should develop the metta parami and fulfill the metta parami. There, just as a water, no, he take example of a water. Just the water cools down all, whether sinner or saint, good people or bad people. Likewise, you should develop and promote for the well-beings of the people. And again, water fertile the lands for prosperous. Even so, you must work and promote for the well-beings and happiness of the people by the practicing and developing the loving kindness. And the last one, the Upekkha Parami. So today topic is about Upekkha Parami. Upekkha means equanimity or neutrality, to maintain in every circumstances, in every situation, to maintain balance. If you get happiness, then you should not be very excitement or very much happy, but to understand. And if you get the painful feelings or sadness and stressful, then also you should not be too much stressful and sad, but to maintain the middle way, to walk on the path of the middle. So it is very much important to develop the perfection of equanimity. To develop all the 10 perfection, you need to have and develop the perfection, spiritual perfection of upekkha, equanimity. Without this, it is not possible to fulfill others' non-perfection as well. So like dana parami, suppose you are fulfilling the perfection of dana parami, no? Like if you don't have the perfection of the equanimity, if you don't have equanimity, then they will means we will not take the things correctly. Like if we have something or some whatever it is you want to give someone or offer some, you will offer only who wants what call your loves one, only whom you love, whom you trust, whom you help you, but you will not help other because he don't like that person. Maybe that person blame you or angry at you or fight with you maybe. So here what we can see is we have to be Upekkha Parami. We have to develop Upekkha Parami. Upekkha means what? To see the things, whatever things in the world, to see the things equally, whether it is friend or enemy, whether good or bad, and name and fame, respect and disrespect, whatever it is, but to see the middle path, but to see all the things equanimity, and to maintain the neutral status of mind in every circumstances. And it is very much important to do so, because if you don't develop the perfection of equanimity, there will be one side only. You will see one side only. Like if you get, like there are the Ataloka Dhamma, no? In Ataloka Dhamma, there are labhe, alabhe, ninda, prasansa, sukha, dukkha, yase, ayase. Here, labhe, alabhe means labhe, when you gain, and you will be happy. And there might be some people might think that if we get the things and property and this and that, then only we become happy and peaceful. But it is not. If you get, or if you gain something well and property this and that, one day it will lose. If you don't have the equanimity, the neutrality, the equilibrium states of mind, then while you are getting and gaining the property this and that, you will feel very much happy and satisfaction. But while it lost, you will feel very much upset and disappointed and feeling very sad. That's why we have to understand and we have to develop the perfection of equanimity. If you develop the perfection equanimity, then only you can live happily and peacefully for long. Whatever peace and happiness again through material things by gaining wealth, this and that, this is just for a moment. It's impermanent. It will not last for a long. The happiness that you get from the wealth, this and that, it will not last for a long. But if you develop the equanimity, states of mind in yourself, the happiness that comes from your inner, by developing the perfection of equanimity, it will last for a long, 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 until you attain the nibbana, the ultimate goal. So likewise, ninda, labhe, alabhe, and yase, ayase means name, fame. People want to become very popular and very famous, and some people might think that when we become famous and popular, then only we will get happiness and peace and satisfaction. In reality, it is not. How much you become famous and popular, that much will get blamed, and people will blame you. It is a tendency of the pupil and the nature. Once you get fame, name, and other day you will get blame and criticism, disapproval. So those who understand and those who develop the perfection of equanimity, that person, that man, woman can live happily and peacefully. Without means if you get name means okay, it's good. You just feel relaxed and joy, not too much excitement and this and that. And when you get criticism, whatever activities you are doing, good or bad, when you hear the criticism by others, people around you, then you will feel bad, this and that, if you don't develop the perfection of equanimity. That's why we should develop and understand the thing correctly through wisdom and understand the nature of the world, nature of the thing. In this world, nothing is impermanent. Everything is for the short time, a short period only. So when we develop the upekkha, the perfection of spirituality, equanimity, then only we can understand the thing correctly and we can maintain our minds peacefully and joyfully in all the circumstances, whether it is you are gaining or losing or getting name and popularity and famous, or whether you get criticism and unpopularity. Both of the situation you can face. That's why it is important to develop the perfection of equanimity. And after that, labhe alabhe ninda prasansa. And ninda prasansa, ninda means some people will blame you and some people will like you. And some people might think that those who don't understand, when people praise him and give a what called a positive comment, then he will feel very happy and very positive. Once he get blame and negative comments, the person may become very sad and depressed and disappointment. But we should come out of this both of this situation, whether name, whether blame or praise, with the understanding, with the developing of equanimity, neutrality, and sukha dukha, happiness and suffering. So happiness and suffering, when we should not take happiness or pleasure from the material things. Means if you think that I will get happiness and peace and prosperity when I get wealth, this and that, then this happiness will last only for a short period of time. Once that pleasant moment and wealth, this and that vanish and gone away, then again the suffering will start. And also while you're getting suffering, while you're in a dukkha, in a situation of a dukkha, then also you should and we should understand that this situation will not last for a long. It is just for a while. So try to maintain the equanimity and neutrality in every situation. So how you will get these states of mind? By developing the Upekkha Parami. That is the last one of the 10 Parami. Then perfection. So dear Upasak and Upasika, in day-to-day life also, we should practice and develop these. In day-to-day life, you may face in various kinds of problem, tension and worry. Sometimes you feel very happy and sometimes you may be disappointment. But you should maintain in all these circumstances, all these problems, neutral and maintain the balance of mind. If you feeling well or happiness, then you should think that, oh, it is the moment of happiness. It also will not last for a long. So just you stay calm and quiet and cool without very much exciting. And also while you're getting the suffering and disgrace and blame or lost something, or you get criticism from other, then also you should just avoid it. This is the nature of the people. We can't expect everyone will like you, no? Some people may like you or some people may not like you. There are millions of people. So everybody is not the same. Different person, different mind, and different mental states. So just avoid and live in the middle way and in the equanimity status of mind and neutrality status of mind. If you live and if you develop these kinds of mental state, you can live happily and peacefully, and you will get the real peace, real inner peace. That's why we should develop the Upekkha Parami, try to think the everything and try to see the everything neutrality. To think or to see the situation neutrality or maintain the equanimity, it doesn't mean that we doesn't care about thing or concern about thing, but we understood the situation, we understood the condition of the world or things, because nothing is impermanent. Everything is for a while, for a second. So with this understanding, we should develop the perfection of equanimity and practice in your day-to-day life as much as possible. In the beginning, in an initial state, it is not what called easy to develop or to maintain your neutrality status of mind, but we should develop slowly, slowly, step by step. Then one day we will fulfill perfection of equanimity also. Likewise, all the 10 perfection, dana, shila, nikama, panya, virya, sacha, adhitana, metta, upekha, all this perfection, all this parami, you should and we should develop step by step, slowly, without stopping, just continuously. We have to work on and developing with understanding, with the walking on the right path, on the truthfulness. Then one day we will attain the ultimate goal, that is the Nibbana. And our goal is to attain the Nibbana only. So before that, before attaining, we have to be prepare yourself. Suppose you are going to write some exam on this and that. Before writing exam, we have to prepare. We have to study hard. We have to work hard day and night and study from this book, that book. Likewise, to attain the liberation, to attain free from suffering, we have to fulfill the spirituality and to fulfill the perfection that is very much required for us to attain. So dear Upasaka, Upasika, try to understand this and study and try to practice in your day-to-day life and in daily life, because in our daily life only we can practice. We can take an extra, or you should not think that we will practice, we will go there and somewhere place and there we will practice. It is not like that, but we should practice in our day-to-day life. So with this short talks on Upekkha, hope you all understand, and with this I would like to conclude here. May all beings be happy and well.